inviting me to speak at the conference. My name is Gali, and I'm the director of the Institute of Scientific Information at Clarivate. In today's presentation, I would like to talk to you a little bit about university rankings and the future of research assessment. Therefore, in the next 20 minutes or so, I will present to you some of the novelty and thought leadership projects that we are developing at ISI and its Clarivate as a whole. As most of you know or maybe heard, there's a quote I would like to start with, and it says the following: rankings also have opponents and proponents. Yet what is clear is that whatever one's own views, it is impossible to ignore them. And this is the reason why we are all here today to talk about what ranking mean to the institution and what the future holds as far as assessment. So why are ranking important? Let's just take a minute to think about all the different aspects of ranking. Ranking affects the way that students choose their institution for study or for training, whether on the undergraduate level, graduate level, and beyond. So ranking are used by them to decide where to go to school, but also ranking are used by governments and funding agencies who sometimes seem to be more favorable towards higher ranking universities and institutions. And they use the ranking to decide on funding. The ranking are also important for employers when they think about where to recruit from. They look at rankings of university to prioritize candidates from the most highly respected universities. They are important for collaborations, whether national or international. Organizations, universities, and research institutions use ranking as a way to benchmark when they are seeking scientific collaboration and partners. And finally, university leadership can see a direct the impact of their university directly as it reflected in the rankings. They can use it as a form to measure the quality, number of students enrolled, and then everything comes together when they make decisions about their budget. Now, before I start to talk about our approaches or the novelty indicators that we're looking at, I would like to begin with a few sentences just to set up the conversation today. So at Clarivate, we are committed to responsible use of metrics and indicators. We discourage any inappropriate use of the journal impact factor. I would like to remind everybody that it is called JIF, or journal impact factor, because it is designed to measure the impact of journals. It should never be used to measure the impact or effectivity of a researcher or a group, and so forth. We encourage the use of profiles and not metrics. I'm going to talk about this in a little bit, just to give you an idea of the wholesome way that we look at a person's career and the benefit that they bring into science. Nowadays, we are exploring a variety of data sources to show multifaceted impact and multifaceted indicators that go beyond the numbers of publications or the numbers of citations. We look at indicators of diversity, sustainability, equity, mobility, collaborations, and so on. Now, these are the guiding principles that we look at now at ISI and Clarivate as a whole. We look at research assessment, whether for the purposes of rankings, whether for the purposes of assessing individuals or institutions or research group, as a three-faceted process We look at research assessment to take into consideration a wide range of impact measures that include scholarly impact, academic impact, societal impact, economic impact, and so forth. We encourage everyone to really take time to think and define the unit of assessment. This means that we need to take a minute and think about who or what we are assessing. Is it a journal? Is it a person? Is it a group? Is it an institution? When we take the time to clearly define the unit of assessment, we're most likely not going to make errors by using inappropriate metric for